everybody, welcome to NIGHTCOOP.
Hey everybody, welcome to NIGHTCOOP.
Oh shit.
It's a daytime ep.
It's a daytime ep. We have mini Diet Cokes here. Everyone says Diet Cokes aren't good for you, so we said, you know what? Let's take it down a peg. We'll go tiny.
We'll go tiny.
We'll go tiny. How about that?
You know what?
Tell me.
Diet Cokes aren't good for you. Some of you are still smoking cigarettes.
You know what?
You know that? Did you know that? Some of you are still smoking cigarettes.
You vaping.
You're vaping and you're smoking cigarettes.
You vaping a lot.
And you're giving me a hard time about aspartame?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Diet Coke. Look, I can't even talk. You're spilling
it.
You're spilling. Diet Coke.
I'm so excited.
Diet Coke is not bad for me. You're bad for me. And nope. And nope.
Put it in print.
Put it in print.
I got Diet Coke all over the table.
Oh my god. Do you want to get a napkin?
Yeah.
You want to get? Oh yes, scoop it off with your hand. Scoop it off with your hand.
I almost thought to lick it up. I don't want to waste any of my fucking 6 ounces.
The amount of things that I've licked up and people said you could use a napkin.
How many ounces do you think this is? Don't look at the can.
How many ounces do I think this is? Either 6.5 or 8.
Wrong.
Wrong. How many?
7.5.
7 foot. What am I, an idiot?
I've never seen a 7.5 can in my life.
In my life. Actually, you probably have. You just didn't know that it was 7.5. To be honest, you've probably seen this can plenty of times, but you never even looked. You never even looked.
I feel like I gotta get paper towel. I really
get a little paper towel. You did a little number. Oh my goodness, you guys. Today's episode, we're very excited to be here because last week we were out of town, so we couldn't do an episode. I know you guys get it, so I'm not even worried about explaining. Today's episode is about cooking, which we have so many opinions on cooking. So many opinions on cooking. I've
got so much to say
Me
about
too.
this very broad topic.
Yes. We were not specific at all. This has range. This has range.
It does have range.
Yes. Okay.
It's giving Christian Bale.
It's good. All right, let's get started on this or that because I know we got a lot to say, and we don't have time to waste.
Okay, you go first.
Okay. Hold on, that's a set list from last night. Okay, cooking for someone or having someone cook for you.
Cooking for someone.
Really?
I choose cooking for somebody because the pressure is off in regards to whether or not I'm gonna like the food.
Interesting take.
I'm not confused about whether or not I'll like my own food. I am borderline, and if somebody else doesn't like the food that I cook, I'm generally not offended because I go,
you're wrong.
Well, not just you're wrong, but I say, well, I cooked a meal, so let's just be grateful I put food on the table.
Yes.
Also, I don't cook bad food.
I, on the other hand, can cook some bad food, some really pathetic porridge ass shit. And it's because of laziness and my priorities in cooking. My priorities in cooking are health and quickness.
Mine is the
exact opposite. The opposite. So I would rather someone cook for me because
that's why I cook for you.
I know. And when you cook for me, I'm a happy little duck. But when I cook for you, I feel like you're like, that's nice.
No.
On some of it, you really like it. I know you do.
Yeah,
I know you do.
Some of it I really.
I make a mean fish. I don't know
what I just pulled out of my ear.
Jesus Christ.
I'm so sorry.
I make good fish. I make good seafood. Would you put that on the ground? Just put that on the ground. I don't want to look at it anymore. I don't want to look at your dirty napkin anymore. I make a good fish. I make good healthy food.
You do. Kelly in healthy food, she's got it. You're in the mood for quinoa, she's on it. You're in the mood for
some type of bowl.
Some type of bowl. Kelly loves to do a bowl.
I love a bowl. Put it in a bowl.
Leave me alone.
Make it a pile. Leave me alone. Yeah, I don't need the separate dishes. I go, what if we just combined all of it?
Yeah, I mean, and I feel like, so there was one time where I was dating this guy who, he was a horrible person, but he said, let me cook for you. And I said, okay. The food he cooked me, have you ever dated a man where the food they cook is so heavy that you're like, why would you want me to consume this?
Have you heard of a vegetable?
Have you heard of it? The entire plate is brown.
I hate that. I think it's so gross. I think it's so gross. That's why I appreciate at Cracker Barrel they when you get a regular breakfast there, they always put an orange slice on the plate. Even if
just to spruce it up.
Just to spruce it up, make it not look as fucking sad as it is, you know? You got to get some greens in there. I don't care how you do it.
I don't care how you do it, but you got to get some greens.
Just greens. Throw some sprouts on it. Throw some little sprouts.
My boyfriend right now, he makes sure vegetable on the plate.
Vegetable on the plate.
Vegetable on the plate.
Yeah.
The other night he makes me salmon, white rice, and mushrooms and spinach.
Mushrooms and spinach.
And it was delicious.
Of course it was. Because vegetables are good.
Vegetables are good. You don't like vegetables, you're wrong.
You're wrong. You're not cooking them right. You're not seasoning them correctly. That's it.
They're from the earth.
They're so good.
God gave them to us.
God gave us the veggies.
You know what God didn't give us?
What?
Cheez-It. Okay?
He didn't give us a Cheez-It.
He gave us the laboratory that it was concocted in.
Cheez-Its are given to us by the devil.
That's right. And the devil... mighty fine man.
And the devil makes a good little snack.
Have you ever looked to see, did you know a serving of goldfish is 55 goldfish?
Which sounds like a lot, but it's
like a
not.
lot. But before you know it, you're at 56. Before you know it,
Yeah.
you're at...
Well, because each handful is 10 goldfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 5 handfuls. Look at us doing math. Look at us.
10 times 5, that's 50.
That's 50. Add 5 more. You done?
You're done.
All right, your turn. I love how you wrote it this time. You don't write it.
I know.
Okay.
A new nonstick pan or a new chef's knife?
New nonstick pan for me. I'm not a knife person in the kitchen. They don't do it for me. The knives don't do it for me in the kitchen. They just...
You need it.
I know, but a nonstick pan saves my mind.
A
saves
pan
my mind.
is wonderful. Although I hate a dull knife. I'm going to tell you
I
that
hate a dull knife, but I hate cleaning a pan that is just is stuck with shit all over it. I hate that. I hate it when you're trying to freaking flip the patty or whatever, and it won't get off.
There is nothing like when you think you grease the pan well enough for an egg to flip.
It's the fucking...
And it gets stuck, and the yolk pops.
The issue...
Pops? Is that the right word?
Breaks?
Breaks.
The issue with...
I don't know about you. My eggs go...
The issue with a lot of those pans is I know exactly what kind of pan it is. It is stainless steel. Okay. It is this shiny metal.
So this is what you think. This is what you think. Okay.
Well, this is what I think. That's why I'm saying it. You got something in your tooth. Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Just a little something.
I barely ate today.
You got it. Well, banana. It's gone. It's gone. Pretty gone.
The banana.
Banana. Okay, go ahead. Oh, God.
Listen to me.
We're listening.
So Alex is my boyfriend.
Name drop. Uh-oh.
Name drop. Alex has the shiny silver pans.
I hate those pans.
You think you do,
no,
but
No.
Listen to me. You have no clue how easy it is to get off if you just buy the metal scrubber. Brand spanking new.
Okay, I still don't like it. I like my pots and pans. My pots and pans
are Food Network approved.
Yeah, and you know what? I trust them.
I do trust the Food Network.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the only networks I do trust.
I don't need a new knife.
I swear to...
I could cut with a fork.
I swear to fucking God.
What?
If in 5 years there's a Netflix documentary about like Guy Fieri fucking...
I'm going to lose my mind.
I'm going to lose my mind.
No one really from the Food Network diddles. If anything, someone from the Food Network gets caught saying something racist, but no one touches. No one touches.
No,
They got their heads on straight.
They do.
They're full.
They're full, and they
Not if you're hungry. You gotta watch out for people who are hungry.
You gotta. I mean, Food Network people. I mean, I would be so upset.
I'd be devastated.
I would be so upset if all of a sudden it's like, oh, look who was mistreated. I mean, maybe it's because people just are expecting to be somewhat mistreated in the kitchen.
Maybe that's it. I don't think that Food Network people are evil people. You're not finding kids in Ina Garten's basement. You know what I'm saying? They're good people. They're happy people.
Love Ina Garten.
I love Ina Garten. We'll get to her. We'll get to her later.
Okay.
Right. Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, I don't think I picked.
Oh, what do you pick?
Knife.
Okay. Making a summer meal or a winter meal? What do you pick?
I'm gonna go with.
Go on.
I'm gonna go with making a summer meal.
Really? And why's that?
I think because No, winter.
Winter. Okay, because you want to do Italian or something like that?
Yeah. Because summer food is, I'm thinking like Mediterranean.
Okay.
And
I'm
just not, here's the thing. I want to love Mediterranean food. I want to go get the kebab. I want to get the kebab with the pilaf and the Greek yogurt and whatever.
Of course.
Sure. But at the end of the day, I am not going to be satisfied.
You don't crave it.
I don't crave Mediterranean food. I don't even crave going to the Mediterranean. It's not as though I'm like, I would love to go to Greece.
I don't need to go to Mediterranean. Okay, I've been saying this.
Maybe it's the word Mediterranean.
No,
fucking finish the word.
It's
Mediterranean, but it's so long.
It's too clean of food for you.
Yes.
That's the issue.
But it's too many syllables. Mediterranean. 6-syllable word for a cuisine? Italian for
Chinese.
Mexican.
Chinese is two.
Chinese is two. USA. 6 syllables for a cuisine?
I see what you're saying, but I also think that summer food, that includes, like, I like making, like I said, fish, rice, vegetables. I like a summer meal. But that's more what I'm better at making.
Yeah, I'm better at making winter food. Stuff to get you through hibernation.
I make a good chicken and rice soup, I'll tell you that.
She does. She makes a great chicken and rice soup. I've been wanting to get into making soups more, but I don't have an emulsifier, which I think is a key component to making something really out of the box.
Emulsifier sounds like something that the aliens are going to put us in.
They might.
A
big one.
One big one.
Only being able to dice vegetables or only being able to julienne them?
Dice. I don't need to julienne my vegetables. I've never been like, oh no, oh dear, oh my, I cannot julienne my vegetables. Not being able to dice it and make it small enough, that's an issue.
Well, you can julienne things really tiny.
It's going to take a lot of work, especially with my blunt knife.
That I chose
in this game of life. Yeah, I'd rather be able to dice my vegetables.
I just think julienne vegetables looks really pretty.
Of course,
but it's not as practical as the good dice.
Of course not. No, it's not. It's not. I like a julienne vegetable.
You know what I don't appreciate, Kelly, is that I did this or that, and you made it seem as though one of my that's was just not it at all. You clearly said dice, moron. Obviously, you want to dice your vegetables. Some people might want a julienne.
It's not my fault you. It's not my fault you made it easy for me. Easy.
Say in the comments if you want a julienne.
Say it. Okay.
Your turn.
Cooking vegetarian or cooking keto? Both are awful. Both are so bad. I hate both of these.
Vegetarian.
I go vegetarian.
Vegetarian. Yeah, cooking without meat is one thing, but cooking without
carbs.
Useless.
Useless. Also, I mean, with the vegetarian, you can add cheese. You can still make it good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas keto, I feel like there aren't that many recipes, and the ones that are like, oh, I did this. I don't want to cook with almond flour.
Right. Right.
I don't want to do that. Now you're making it too difficult.
Right.
Also, I don't think keto works.
I don't think it does either. And I don't like the name of that either. Keto.
Keto.
Bad.
Keto.
Okay. Oven with 3 rows that works, or stovetop with only one working stovetop.
Only one. So you're asking me,
do you want 3 rows of an oven, or do you want one place to put a pot or pan?
You're asking me if I want a working oven or a broken stove?
Yeah.
I would like a working oven, please.
Because some people like they cook in an apartment where they just have the one pot.
Sure.
Thing.
Sure, but if I have the oven, I mean, I can make a bunch in the oven. I can make a lot in the oven.
You can make so much in the oven.
Yeah, there's so many like one pot dishes, like one.
You're right.
One tray dishes or whatever.
Right.
Why would I? See, now you're gonna be like, well, hold on, you picked it too quickly again. But I'd argue.
I don't think I understood my own
argument there.
Yeah. Well, because
That's okay. That's okay. All right, Bacok, marry, kill?
Yeah.
All right.
You want to go first?
Sure. Okay. Emeril Lagasse.
Oh.
Ina Garten, Bobby Flay.
I am killing Bobby Flay.
Oh my God. Yeah, you gotta beat him.
You
gotta beat Bobby Flay.
You gotta beat Bobby Flay. With
how do you really beat Bobby Flay? You take him out.
I'm killing Bobby Flay because honestly, too competitive.
Yeah, I don't like his attitude.
He doesn't enjoy life.
No.
Beat Bobby Flay.
No.
It's like the Kill Tony of fucking cooking.
It is. It is. Although I do
like,
think Bobby Flay is very similar to Bill Burr. Like, I think that he's the Bill Burr of the Food Network.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like Bobby Flay, but I don't watch Bobby Flay. I don't care to watch Bobby Flay.
I could get along with Bobby Flay.
Yes.
But I don't want Bobby Flay to live in this scenario.
Yes.
Yes.
I am becocking Emeril Lagasse.
Yes.
I am. Bam! I am. That's.
We're doing that.
That's what he's supposed to be. The quick in and out.
In and out. 30 minutes or less.
30 minutes or less. That's
it's not going to take him long.
No.
No.
And Ina Garten, I am marrying.
I am marrying
the most wonderful woman.
Even outside of this game, I'd love to marry Ina Garten.
She is just a delight.
A gem.
A gem.
I look at her and I go, if we all found a way to live like this, do you know how peaceful this world would be?
Oh, God, we'd all be better off. We'd all be good folks. Good folks.
And how about that Bob?
How about that Bob? Iconic.
Iconic.
A lot of people, they can't get away with it.
No.
Not a Bob like that.
And you know what? She stayed in her lane.
She did.
Barefoot Contessa. That's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing.
You're cooking with me, I'm cooking with you.
I will tell you also this. For years, thought her name was Contessa.
Oh, yeah?
I
always thought it was Barefoot.
What does Contessa even mean?
I don't know.
What does that mean?
What does Ina mean? Who knows? I don't know.
Oh, no. But she's a delight.
She's a delight. And her husband. Oh,
her husband.
What's his name? Bernard? What's his name? I want to call him Bernard, but I don't know if that's the name.
I don't know what his name is.
Ina Garten husband. Hold on. It
starts with a B, I think.
Ina Garten. Let's see. Does it start with a B? Husband. His Jeffrey Garten. Oh my goodness. Oh. The Food Network star, during a recent appearance on Julia Louis-Dreyfus' podcast, Wiser Than Me, the Food Network star got candid about having no interest in having children and how her husband, Jeffrey Garten, has been supportive of her choice.
Wow.
Icon. Yeah, he's like, why would I want kids more food for me?
Wow.
Yeah, she doesn't need kids. She gives too much already.
She gives too much already.
Yes.
She wants to live a high-class life of cooking food for her friends and her husband. I love it.
How could you not love that?
I love it.
I love it. I love it. Okay, go ahead.
Begog, marry, kill, fork, knife, spoon, not literally, figuratively.
Okay, Bakak, marry, kill. I'm killing the... Ooh, this is hard for me because I do think everything can be done with a spoon. Everything you need could technically be done with a spoon. It has an edge. You can scoop things up. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes, but...
Do I think...
I don't think the spoon doesn't do enough for me. There's nothing... it just doesn't do it for me.
The thing with the spoon is the stuff that I would want from the spoon, I can also drink. I don't need the spoon, but it technically can do everything. I'm marrying the fork. The fork is the one thing that is necessary. It is necessary.
It has the best head on its shoulders.
Yes, I'm becocking the knife.
Yeah.
Because that's cool.
Yeah.
The knife's cool.
The knife's hot.
The spoon, I'm killing the spoon, unfortunately.
I'm killing the spoon as well.
I don't want to. I like spoons.
I don't like spoons.
I like a tiny spoon, a baby spoon.
Yeah.
I don't like a big spoon.
I like a round spoon.
I like a soup spoon.
I like a soup round spoon.
Or a miso soup spoon.
Oh, yeah. With the little, like...
Because that's a little bucket.
That's fun. That's a bucket.
It's a little hat.
I'm scooping sand and I'm building a castle.
Exactly. That's the miso soup spoon.
But these oval spoons, the one where it's...
I don't need to carry an egg in a spoon.
No.
Why is this shaped like an egg?
I don't know.
I don't need that kind of spoon.
I like a round spoon.
You know what I don't
Circular.
fuck with? Huh. You know what I don't like? A plastic spoon.
Like a takeaway silverware spoon?
A takeaway, but even worse, there are these spoons that I had in a green room where it was bamboo spoon, and the spoon was essentially just flat, like one of those ones that you would have on an ice cream. I'm going, you guys don't know what a spoon is anymore.
They're trying to take away spoons. They started with straws, they'll end with spoons.
Yeah.
All right.
And honestly, take them as long as you don't take the fork and knife. That's how I feel.
All right.
That's how I feel. All right. I got 2 what the clocks.
I have an egg on my face.
Do you want to do your egg on your face?
Yes.
Go ahead.
My egg on my face is when I was a young child, I used to make on Microsoft Publisher, I used to make a menu and I would have a restaurant in the kitchen of my childhood home to which I would prepare food for my parents. And there was one day where I had my dad sit down to have lunch at my restaurant, my new restaurant, grand opening. And I think he sent back the lemonade I made 3 or 4 times.
Did he really? Why? Was it bad?
Did
you make bad lemonade?
It was Country Time pink lemonade, and each time it was simply too sweet. And in my own home, in my own fake restaurant, I would have had to do a refund. So when I was in Vancouver, Washington, I got hired to work at this grocery store in the bakery. And this is kind of an egg on my face moment, but also a what the clock moment. So I get hired to work in this bakery. It's a commercial bakery, essentially. And there was a gentleman who was working with me who was supposed to be training me. It was my first time working in a commercial kitchen. So the machinery we're using is quite large. Everything that we are preparing, we're preparing in massive amounts and in bulk, right? The second day that I'm there, he asks me to help him lift maybe like a, I don't know, 40-gallon mixing bowl out of a thing, and he doesn't tell me how to lift it specifically. I could have like broken my wrist because he was like 6 foot something and I'm 5'1". And so when we lifted it and he didn't tell me how to lift it according to my height, it like bent my wrist, and this other manager had to come running over and grabbed it and was like, you can't, like, she didn't know how to lift it, and she's not as tall as you. It's a different vantage point. Anyway, so that was the first day. And then the following day, I was training with him again, and we were making cake batter, and we were using this mixer that must have been like like 40, 50 gallon mixer, something like that. And he told me to go ahead and get the mixing bowl and the paddle. So I went and I grabbed both of them and I said, these ones? And he said, yes. And the paddle was already in the bowl. I go and I attach it to the machine. I say, go ahead and start it. He says, yes. I start the machine, and in 2 spins, the paddle was actually too large for the mixing bowl that we were using. And the paddle snapped at the top of the machine and went flying. Like, parts of it went flying. I could have fucking taken my eye out.
I hate this story so much.
And
it makes me so anxious.
And I turn and I'm like, oh my God. And he was like, you put the wrong paddle with it. And I said, I asked you which one it was, and you told me this one. He said, yeah, but the paddle was too big. He was like, these are pretty expensive. Like, you might, like, the owners are going to be really upset. When I tell you, I looked at this man, and I am first to say if I fucked up. A little bit about me. First one to do it. I looked at him and I said, you know what? Honestly, I am the first person to say if I mess up, this is not my fault. I asked you which one it was. You are training me. That's what you told me to use. I am sorry this happened. I'm glad I didn't get hurt. I'm going to go take a 10-minute break. And then I walked up to the front and I looked at the women at guest services and I said, respectfully, I quit. I hope you ladies have a nice day. And I left. And then they called me and they begged me to come back. And I said, this man was supposed to be training me. And within 3 days, I almost got injured 2 times. I'm not waiting for the 3rd time where this guy fucking kills me because he's a goddamn moron.
I hate this story. This story is so upsetting to me because you know that anything that's a freak accident related, I get so upset.
It is a what the cluck. What the cluck.
What the cluck, man? What was his name?
I don't fucking know. He was some old fuck who had been at the company for like 12, 15 years, something like that. And they were like, that's just kind of the way he is. Like, that's his attitude, whatever. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck how long he's been here or what his attitude has been or what it's like going to be like in the future. I just know I'm not going to be a part of it.
Nope.
So.
That place was overpriced, too.
It was overpriced.
Stupid ass.
Am I allowed to name drop?
Yeah, why not? You don't work there.
Chuck's Produce. Get fucked.
Chuck's Produce, you got that guy working in the back. He sucks.
He sucks. And he's going to get somebody killed.
Yep. Alrighty. My what the cluck. Am I allowed to name drop? My what the cluck. I would like to say that every single time I've been advertised a copper pan as nonstick, it is in fact not nonstick. What the cluck is that about? What the cluck is that about?
I don't know, but I agree.
Every single time. They're like, it's nonstick. They show the commercial. They go, copper, nonstick, whatever. And then you buy it.
Wrong.
Shit doesn't flip. Shit don't flip.
Shit don't flip. Nonstick for, and then in small little print, 2 times use. That's what it should say.
That's what it should say. Because at first you're going, wow, look at this pan. And then you use it 3 times and you're going, what happened to my pan? What happened to my beautiful copper pan? Well, guess what? The copper pan that you thought that you knew and loved never existed.
What's the thing that they're talking about where some nonstick pans have something on them that's bad for you or something?
Oh, yeah. I forget what it's called, but it's on like those T-Sal pans.
Oh.
It's on Cheapo nonstick.
Cheapo nonstick.
Yeah. It's poison. I don't know.
You know what? Everything's going to kill you.
Honestly.
Everything's going to kill you.
Okay, my other what the cluck is our parents used to make us breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
As well as themselves breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Correct.
How
How?
How?
3 times a day cooking? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. God bless our mom who used to. She would cook every single night, and then one night a week or one night every 2 weeks she didn't want to cook. She would call it a whatever night, which meant
Leftovers,
a
platter,
maybe some pasta. It's a whatever night, but she would still help cook the food.
Yeah, she was just like, it's whatever.
It's whatever. We're doing grilled cheeses. We're doing. What do you want?
Canned green beans, whatever.
Whatever you want. It's a whatever night.
I know, but I'm like, it takes energy for me to eat 3 times a day and to make myself 3 meals.
I know.
How the hell, with 3 kids, do you make all these meals?
Or you ever see those videos of the moms who are like cooking for my family of 10?
Insane. It's so crazy. But there's also some that you watch where they're like cooking for my family as a lower middle class, whatever. And then you see what they're making, you're like, Jesus, this is horrifying.
Some of it's really nasty.
Yeah.
Some of it is really nasty.
Excuse me. I just feel like, and I've seen people break it down where they're like, okay, you're feeding your kid this. Here's what you could also make them for the same price. That is better for them.
Yeah.
Whatever. But these people have so many kids that they're just like, I need to do whatever's easiest.
Yeah.
Which I get. You know, you want to throw a Lunchable at your kid? So be it. I 100% understand. I get it.
I get the Lunchable movement. I get the Pop-Tart movement. I get the toaster strudel.
Anything easy. I get it.
I understand.
But you throw in a fruit.
Yeah. Hot Pocket once a month.
Hot Pocket once a month. Okay, go ahead.
We've got beef.
Yep.
I've got beef with appliances that don't work. Okay. I've got beef with appliances that do not work.
Tell them.
You ever have a toaster that doesn't toast?
What?
You ever have a toaster where you put it down? And
you got me there. I do not know of a toaster that doesn't toast.
You've never used a toaster and it
goes... You just turn it up all the way.
No. I'm talking about you toast it and it's like, first of all. The length that it takes to toast bread is actually insane to me. Why does it take so goddamn long?
I don't know.
Why does it take so long?
I don't know.
Do you like think about it. Think about how quickly a s'more marshmallow cooks. Why have we not been able to speed
up the toaster?
Where the toaster I mean, I get so upset when like the amount of upkeep in regards to ovens and stuff, or like the stove when you got a gaslit stove. You got a gaslit stove and you're trying to turn it on and it starts flicking and it won't go.
You're like, what is this? 1840?
What am I doing?
What am I doing? I know, but I don't like an electric stove. I don't
think those work either.
They don't work well.
Appliances that don't work piss me off. Or like you get a bad blender.
A bad blender actually sucks. A bad blender, and then everything's chopped not finely enough. It's the worst with smoothies. Now I'm just eating chunky fruit.
You got chunks where it's supposed to be pureed and blended. You have to, unfortunately, in regards to the appliance, you do in some facet have to spend a little bit more money. You got to pay to play. And it's a little bit frustrating because you're going, well, why would you even sell something for $25 if it just flat out doesn't work?
Because people are like, oh, $25. I'll spend $25.
I'll spend $25.
You know what I can't wait for? Is a brand new fridge.
A bad fridge, too?
They're
everywhere.
The fridge that was the worst was our one in Monrovia.
Bad fridge.
That fridge, it was like an old white fridge. You know what I'm talking about? No good. No, this one's fine. I do wish that... Name an ice maker that works, for the love of God.
This is what I'm talking about. These things don't work.
They don't work. Unless you have an ice maker that's where you put the cup underneath. But this one where it's just like
no, where it's supposed to be shooting out every couple hours or something.
No,
they don't work. They don't work.
And then you call the landlord. They're going. They never work. What are you talking about? You call the landlord. You go, hey, this isn't working. Be like, oh yeah, when has it worked?
Where did you live?
Where did you live where it worked? Huh?
Where it worked.
No one else is calling and complaining.
Well, you know what? The other thing about the fridge in Monrovia is that we bought that fridge.
And it was just a fine fridge.
Do you know how much of a fucking jerk off this apartment complex was for us to move in and there was no fridge?
There was no fridge, and then we bought the fridge, but then we had to move, and we couldn't take the fridge with us. So remember we said, if you take the fridge, can we get some money off of whatever, the security deposit or whatever?
They
remember?
still charge us.
They still charge us. I mean, we ruined that apartment. And that woman hated us. She hated us.
She did hate us.
Yeah, Pamela. All right.
She was a huge, you know what.
Yeah, she was a pill.
All right.
That being said, we were destroying the place. I'm kidding. Actually, we were fine in that apartment.
We really were, but she had an issue with us because we were young and hot.
Okay. I've got beef. Two things.
Yes.
Clean as you cook. Clean as you cook. Why are you, in the words of Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite, you might as well do something while you're doing nothing.
That's right.
Clean as you cook.
Yes.
Take the minutes between sauteing, grilling, flipping over.
Get it all done so that you can actually enjoy your meal at the end of it and say, look what I've created, and I can eat and I can turn around and there's no mess.
Yes. Yes. Do you know how relaxing it is to eat the meal that you made, knowing that afterwards you don't have to get your hands in all the grime and whatever? Also, if you're cooking raw chicken, you should really clean up the place.
You should clean right away.
You should clean right away. You really should.
Salmonella.
Yeah. Ever heard of it? You don't want it.
Chicken, it's dirty. It's a dirty bird.
It is a dirty bird.
It's a dirty bird.
Yeah. So you want to clean as you go. And I'm also a proponent of use as little dishes as possible.
Yes. I will.
Why am I using 15 forks for one thing?
If I cook a full meal, I am using the same knife to chop everything. I am, like, after I'm done with one pan, I'm using that same pan again.
If you need to do a little rinse, you do a little rinse.
A little rinsey poo, turn around, same pan.
Yes, I agree.
100%.
I agree. My other one is when people are like, I don't use and I don't put butter. No butter. Only olive oil. You've been scammed.
You've been scammed. Olive oil is not that good for you.
You've been scammed into believing, because of this Mediterranean or whatever, that olive oil is the way and the path of life. Olive oil is still not good for you. None of the oils, the butters, and whatever are good for you. But butter
is so tasty.
Is so good. And when I have a piece of toast, I want butter on it.
I want butter on my toast.
We're not in France. I'm not eating a baguette and dipping it in some EVOO and some balsamic.
I do love an EVOO with balsamic and
of
some
course,
crushed chili
but
flakes.
that's a different type of bread.
My toast, butter. If it's going in my toaster that doesn't work, I want it to come out and put butter on it.
I'm not saying add butter unnecessarily to things. Like, if you're making chicken, you don't have to put butter on it.
Although you could.
You could,
it's
but you don't have to.
Yeah.
But to be like, I don't use it. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? I bet you a lot of fun. Okay.
Penthouse open mic?
Yeah.
All right. What do you got?
I have a monologue, I guess.
Okay.
About going on dates with different pastas.
Perfect.
Okay. My date with Farfalle. I was like, what are you all dressed up for? Think that bow tie is going to get me to drop my pants? It might.
Oh.
My night out with... My night out with Conchigili Regate? That sleazeball was so pretentious. Halfway through the first drink, I said, "You're a shell, asshole." Bucatini was all the rage to other people, but to me, he was nothing but the fat that would have grown on a spaghetti that just got laid off. Speaking of spaghetti, it's either cocaine or Ozempic. Whichever way it goes, I'll have what he's having. Angel Hair didn't even touch his food. When we went out, I was like, if you need resources, just say the word, Skinny.
Go ahead.
I full on fucked penne rigate. Some might call me ravioli because he stuffed me right up.
Oh my God.
Others call me a whore.
Beautiful. That was great.
Thanks.
What kind of pasta were you? Or is just you? Just a grown woman.
Just a grown woman.
Fucking pasta.
Fucking pasta.
Which honestly, isn't that what all women really want to do? Isn't that girls just want to have fun and fuck pasta? That's it. That's it. All right, I have a slam poem.
Yeah.
You said let her cook. I said I'd rather read a book. My intelligence isn't based on whether or not I build a plate. My intelligence is focused on the division between church and state. Oh, you want me to cook you 3 meals a day? How about you listen to a single word I say?
That is right.
There are beans in the cabinet. Nuggets in the freezer. Tortillas in the drawer. I'm no man pleaser. Cook your own food. Because let's be honest, mine isn't good. I'm a bad, bad cook. And an even worse person. I went to cooking school and was asked to leave after playing with raw chicken. But in my defense, why was it so fun? That's it.
Well. I was not expecting these 2 entries today.
2 women having, I would say, crises.
I mean, honestly, that was something.
These were fun, huh?
Yeah.
Well, hey, everybody. What a great, fun little episode of Night Coop.
Yes.
We will be back next week.
That's right.
You can follow us, Night Coop Podcast. I'm at This Is Kelly Ryan.
And I'm at I Am Allie Ryan.
And if you could give us a 5-star review, that would be amazing. We love talking with you guys. We'll see you soon. All right.
Bye. Bye.